What happens if a person touches a 220 volt electrical source with wet hands? So in today's video, we're going to estimate the impact of touching 220 volt electrical source with wet hands. And this video is for learning purpose only. So let's look at effects of current on the body. Current of 0.001 ampere, that's 1 milliamp, causes mild sensation to the body. A current of 0.005 ampere, that is 5 milliamp causes slight shock to the body. Current of 0.01 amp, that is 10 milliamp, causes pain or loss of control to the body. A current in the range of 0.02 to 0.05 ampere causes muscle contraction or breathing difficulty. Then a current in the range of 0.05 to 0.1 ampere causes disturbance to the heart rhythm, and this is dangerous. This is dangerous. A current of 0.1 ampere, that's 100 milliamp, is highly dangerous to life. This can lead to death if help is not rendered immediately. A current greater than 1 ampere causes organ damage or death if help doesn't come immediately. Now, having looked at the effects of current, let's look at the resistance of the body, the resistance the body offers to current in different conditions. Then we'll go back to answering this question. A dry human skin, offers a resistance in the range of 50,000 to 100,000 ohms. A wet skin offers resistance in the range of 500 to 1,000 ohms. Then the internal body tissues offers 300 to 500 ohms. So having established the resistance the body offers under different conditions, and looked at the effect of current in different range, we're now in good position to answer this question. So let's go to Ohm's law. From Ohm's law, current is V over R, where V is the voltage and R is the resistance. Now, in this question, we are looking at 220 volt source, and we are considering wet hands. We have established that wet skin offers 500 to 1,000 ohms resistance to current. So let's take 1,000 ohms here. This will give us 0.22 ampere, and 0.22 ampere is the same as 220 milliampere of current. So let's go to our current effect chart. 220 milliamps is greater than 100, that's like twice the value of this, and that falls under highly dangerous to life category. So touching 220 volt electrical source with wet hands will lead to current flow of 220 milliamps, which is highly dangerous to life. Away from that, we're going to look at the heating effect that this current could produce in the body. Heat, as we know it, is given by I squared RT. T is time, I current, R resistance. So since we are looking at wet body, we're going to be taking 0.22 squared multiplied by resistance of wet body, which is 1,000, then multiplied by time. Let's consider a time of 1 second. So the heat produced is going to be 0.22 squared multiplied by 1,000. That is 48.4 joules of heat. So touching 220 volts electrical source with wet hands could generate 48.4 joules of heat in 1 second, and that is enough to cause burns in the body. It is also worthy to note that effects of current depends on the time, the duration that the body is exposed to the current. It also depends on the point of entry of the current to the body. Then it also depends on the medical condition of the body and a whole lot of other factors, such as the nature of current, whether it's DC current, whether it's DC or AC, as it may be.